This is the exciting part.
Lore from some of the old Ultima games. We constantly run into situations where we want to pay homage to the series, but we also have to keep in mind that there's just so much history that trying to keep everything straightforward becomes a difficult task. So by diving into this idea of the Time of Legends, we really have a lot more flexibility to go in different directions with future content. We really have the ability to draw from the whole of the Ultima series, which is just rich with history. We've got Shadowguard and the Valley of Eodon, both of which are going to have plenty of areas to explore, new creatures to encounter, new loot to get. We've got 2 exciting champ spawns that are going to be going into those. They're going to have some different mechanics, so it's going to feel like a fresh new flavor of champ spawn.
I think the players are going to be really excited to see that we're finally putting in currency conversion.
Currency conversion is going to be shard-based. It's not going to be account-based. So if you have money on one character on the same shard, that money will be accessible from any character that is on that same shard. But also we want to make sure that we allow players to make transactions with their money when they're not online. So to put that into more context, if a player has gold and he wants to transfer it to another shard, he can do that. But if he wants to then take that money and give it to another player, but that player is not online, we want to provide a way for the players to do that because they currently can do that now.
We're going to be putting in clothes and new armor.
I'm excited to get new clothing and wearables in. In particular, we're also trying to differentiate male from female clothing. Well, we're taking influence from what the players have sent in and requested and everything else. Particularly things like more flowing dresses for the women, potentially more beards for the men, various things like that.
We are also going to be finishing our virtues.
We're going to flesh out spirituality and humility to round out the virtue system, also providing a bonus for when you complete all the virtues. It's long overdue, and it's been something we wanted to address for a long time.
We're also doing some what we're calling stone crafting. We're giving the players that do not have customizable houses a way to add in certain walls and items that you wouldn't normally be able to use in a regular house.
As part of building the Valley of Eodon and Shadowguard, we're introducing some new environment art. Big part of that is going to be building materials, which we're also going to put into the house customization system, so players will have access to that new art as well to build houses and customize their housing plots. In Time of Legends, we're going to be expanding on the idea of skill masteries, very similar to what we did with the Bard skills. We've seen a lot of discussions about character development that really boil down to, well, why don't you just raise the power scroll cap to 130 or the skill cap to 800? And we really wanted to take a different direction because basically that just scales up much of the same in terms of character development. We really wanted to provide a different flavor of character development, providing a level of customization that you could really go wild with and make some really exciting templates with different abilities.
Essentially all of the adventuring type of skills, all the magics, the weapons, animal taming. With the mastery items, we plan on using various existing encounters to divvy out the items necessary for that, such as the various peerless encounters, champion spawns, and maybe even like scaleless encounters, those types of encounters.